be a slight touch of melancholy to the holiday music I have selected for this evening. I don't like the first one was kind of upbeat, and maybe a little wild, maybe a little strange, and then I'm not sure exactly what happened after that, but it wasn't. It dropped down a notch. So
it was, it took that step down, but that's so then we can. It faded out, so we can fade in.
And
we're fading in.
And fade into many wonderful things. It is a Thursday evening, so once again, it is time for podcast time. We are on time as always.
We are on time, yes.
Exactly on time.
If that time is 6:16 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Mountain Standard Time. That is 100% accurate. HJ, it's good to see you. Baker's daughter, good to see you too. Ellie, Iron Man with the first. I just realized that. Nice job. Hello to everybody.
And someone redeemed, but were we not on?
I think because we were on the starting soon screen, I don't think I have that going there.
Right.
So I don't know if that one might be able to be done again. Can I give you that one for free? Let's see if we can do that. Can I actually do that highlighted message? Hello. Can I click on it? Is it on a timer? 55 seconds. I can give you your hello. It's the best I can offer.
We'll do that.
It's the best I can offer.
That's right.
Thursday evening, so it is a podcast time once again. If you don't know who we are, which it's not a shock, honestly.
No.
Like I said, we have our small corner of the universe. I'm Andrew,
and I'm Keith,
and we are About Beverages.
We've
been doing this for a little bit now.
Couple minutes.
Yeah. So we've been on all of your
since 2009.
Since 2009,
The first one. The first episode was February of '09.
Of '09. Of the '09. I always like the '09.
Of the aughts.
Of the '09. I think the picture that is actually still up on the website, isn't that from a holiday get together from?
I think so.
Was it from that? Was it from? It must have been from the.
It must have
Christmas
been right
before.
around that time. Yeah.
Yeah, like we were getting it going, and like I said,
Yes.
my wife I think took that picture. Yes or no eggnog? Eggnog, yes, if it's done right.
Yes.
Yes, if it's done right. So that means if Alex has made me some eggnog, or the Trader Joe's chocolate eggnog that they no longer make anymore.
That was very delicious.
The eggnog you bought that I saw you just put in the fridge.
The oat.
The oat is actually
non-dairy,
pretty good.
if you
non-dairy,
need
not
to
bad.
go that route. Yes.
That's true. You are late. I am not late at all. We said we would be here at 8:30 Eastern, and we are not. It's not even 8:30 Eastern yet. I'm telling you. What drink goes best with eggnog? If I'm putting something in the drink, if you were speaking of
spirits?
Alcohol or spirits, I usually go with either bourbon or whiskey. That is usually my go-to. But we had this discussion last time with some people, and it was ew. I forgot to tell. I think last time eggnog came up, I didn't get to go back and tell you remember the Dave Attell, what he says eggnog is.
Oh,
I'll have to tell you off camera again. Remind me if we take a break.
I probably can guess since you have to tell me off camera.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, eggnog is definitely not for everybody. It's not for a lot of people, but I do actually enjoy it. But yeah, I would say that, like I said, a lot of people said rum. I know brandy is always a classic one in there too. Like I said, the one that Alex actually makes, I think combines multiple types of spirits. Like I said, I think it's got all those brandy, rum, and whiskey perhaps. But that one is super delicious. So you have to like those spices. You have to like, the pancake batter consistency. You have to be ready for that. But
in good ones, some of them are very thin.
That is not good. Like I need a little gravitas
need
to
some
my
heft.
eggnog. High Noon or Truly? What is High Noon?
High Noon is a seltzer.
Oh, then neither one.
Yeah.
That would be one where
seltzer.
I would also say neither then. I don't think we've liked. There was something that we thought was the best, but we've tried a lot of different either Trader Joe's versions.
Active lifestyle beverages.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, apparently my active lifestyle needs to stay more sedentary. I think that is what we're finding. And actually, Guardian Down, it's funny that you were in chat. I actually purchased while we were out. That's why we were late. We were buying a future beverage that we will do for the podcast that we always kind of do at the end of the year.
For our annual listener appreciation podcast.
Yeah, it's our fifth annual appreciation podcast.
Yep.
Which we actually, the funny thing we do, which at least we think it's funny, is we record it. You guys don't get to see it, and then we watch it all together. So we get to watch ourselves and comment on ourselves. So it's really kind of an Inception thing that we like doing. Going to have a split focus tonight, guys. I'll be lurking at least. Hope you have a great show. Well, thank you, HJ. I appreciate it.
Be virtually lurked in the company of the giver.
We will be virtually lurked in the company of the giver. Okay. Yes, we will get to all that very shortly here. But yeah, like I said, we are also going to try and figure out, since we kind of basically, I showed up, you showed up right after me because we came over here and obviously in separate cars as always.
Right.
That was our trip to the tasting room that we don't get to do anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, we showed up here. I had to finish getting everything sorted. So what did I forget to do is what we're going to figure out. Did I not put up the picture for the podcast when we started? I did start recording.
I see all three blue rectangles
got all
active
three,
there.
Yep,
so
all three blue
good.
things are on. I see the mic is on because obviously you're interacting with us, so that's good.
That's good.
But anyway, Guardian Down, while we were out, the reason we were late, one of the things I did find while I was out, though, was the Left Hand Brewing peanut butter milk stout that you had commented on, said was good. I bought a can. That'll be the featured beverage tomorrow. So that is all thanks to you.
Nice. All right.
I need to have some water after all that verbiage.
All that talking.
All that verbiage. We had some chips just to kind of. Do you want to talk for a brief moment about the tasting that we did while we were out?
That's true. So we were looking, like I said, like Andrew said, once a year we do our annual listener appreciation podcast. We usually get something that's a little more pricier than we normally would spend on ourselves. Thanks to all of your contributions. We put in a little bit ourselves and then the channel. And so in the past that has been Scotch 3 years and tequila 1 year. We won't tell you what it is this year. But while we were searching for that beverage at our third location, which was Total Wine, we happened to be in the rye whiskey section, and a woman came over who was actually giving out samples of Oregon spirits. Is that what
Yeah, she didn't even work there. Had no business even actually opening the bottles. She just started opening up things, which was great. No.
She was talking about how great the rye was and all the benefits or all the cool features that it had. So I thought we were just going over to try the rye, but no, she had a wheated bourbon, the bourbon, also a bottle and bond, and a gin and a vodka. We passed on the vodka. There was also the absinthe. They had an absinthe there. We didn't try that, but we did try those other things. And so we actually we really liked the gin. Actually, it had I thought it had some good citrus. Obviously, the juniper, a nice good mouthfeel. Was quite tasty. And then I liked the wheated bourbon a little bit, but then we also liked the bottle and bond and the rye. The straight bourbon was the one we both kind of agreed was kind of all over. At least for me, it was
the straight bourbon. Yeah, I definitely did not like that one as much. Like I said, I thought the rye was good. The wheat was good. It was a little on the lighter side for me. Like I said, it was a little kind of just sweet and a little bit light. And then definitely my favorite was the bottled and bond was good, and the rye. Those were definitely my two favorites. But yeah,
you're being invited for a tasting.
Oh my God! Well, wait, we can't watch this live. I was just going to put it on for a second. Apparently, it's not muted. No, we'll leave that off then. There are 15 variety bourbon tasting at the store down the road on Saturday. You want to play and ticket for? That sounds great. Can we do that? There was a gin, and it was actually very good.
Yeah,
that almost might have been my favorite over the bourbon. Like the bourbons were good. Like I don't want to belittle that if all of a sudden they happen to be showing up and watching right now. There were some cards exchanged.
Business cards were exchanged.
But maybe we might have to try something from them at some point in the future. We took a picture to remember that kind of stuff. So that was why we were late. That conversation took a little longer. Everything just take a little longer.
We were going to do it tomorrow actually, but life happens and things had to be rescheduled, which is why I'm wearing one of Andrew's shirts, because I thought I was going to be going home from work before heading over here. So
and per usual, making it look better than I do when I'm in that shirt. So
no, I wouldn't say that.
If Lucky was here, he would agree with me.
Oh, Lucky.
We were joking. I said something. I was chatting with him yesterday while Lucky was streaming, and he was like, so Thursdays you just lie around the house, just kind of wait. I'm like, no, I got to get prepped for the show, and I got to get all the. He's like, prep for the show. He's like, you don't do it until the evening. What's going on? I said, do you think Keith comes over looking that good right away? And he's like, oh my God,
you have to get those filters set up.
So he was joking that we should have a video, like a starting soon video of like me in the kitchen, like kind of like primping and like getting you ready, and you like being like a complete jerk, like God, that's wrong again, like being upset about
son
it.
of a
yeah, exactly. So who knows? Maybe we'll see. But yeah, I'm I'm ready. Should we just start opening some things?
We should.
Okay.
Because we're going to start with, well, actually, let's say what we're going to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
So what are we doing?
We are doing a wine tasting, a comparative tasting of wines that are from the same same winery at different price tiers, different price levels.
Yep. Same varietal. We have been talking about this for years.
Yep.
I think one of our most loyal watchers was finally tired of hearing us talking about it. I think is kind of how this happened. Yeah. And since one of the wines that we really enjoyed a few weeks ago was also the let me just put up the picture here so we can start kind of talking about everything. Was this one right here when we did our Zinfandel tasting. This is actually the one we picked out of the three we tried. Like I said, my good friend and his wife, who's also my good friend, both of these wonderful people, they went to California and they went to this winery. And they said while they were there, they said, well, we'll bring him back this one.
That one.
And we'll bring him back this one. And in doing so, they're like, we can finally shut them up. They can have this tasting and they can see what this is actually like. So it's very, very great. So we're very excited. So what have we got? We've got the OZV.
OZV from Oakville Winery. Correct?
Oak Ridge Winery.
Oak Ridge.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I tweeted the wrong thing then.
Oh my God.
I know. I think I tweeted Oakville.
You might need to retweet that then.
We should maybe delete that.
Fix that. Oakville.
Let's see. Efforting.
Don't say it. Let us guess. Oops, too late. That would have been funny.
Efforting.
That was what we talked about too. We initially it was a very brief discussion, but we talked about doing a blind tasting of some sorts with this kind of stuff.
How do I get? Up here, I think, right?
What's that?
Ad removed from. Oh God, what the heck is that? Oh. Edit with Twitter Blue? No.
You have to pay if you want to edit.
Delete it?
So what you could do is if you want to do this, so you copy that. Well, actually, can I do that over there? Do it over here.
Do it on, okay.
One moment, please.
One moment.
So it was not I that made the mistake.
It was I.
It was I.
Usually I do this on my iPad, but I didn't bring my iPad.
Oh,
I'm doing it on this.
It was me.
Yes.
This one?
Yeah.
This one.
Okay,
so we're going to click on this. We're going to highlight these. So we're going to highlight this. This is what I would do if I had made this. I would highlight that, and then I would delete, and then we would delete it. And then I would come back here, and then I'd make it again. And then we'll paste it, and then we'll come back here, and we'll say Oak Ridge Winery. And then we'll go like that.
Probably. Oh, but now it looks weird with that period. But at least it's the correct winery.
That is a weird period. Why did you do that?
It happened like when you took that. No, it wasn't like
what?
that. It wasn't
like
that.
No, don't say that. That's not true. This was how it was when I copied it.
No, I think it was how after you deleted, it got to that. I think that's what happened, which is
I don't
fine.
think I'm going to stand for the person that made the mistweet.
I know, I mistweeted.
Besmirching me right now.
I mistweeted.
How about we keep putting even more, apparently? How about that? Do you like that?
Yes, that's much better.
I like that even
Time
better.
to hire a professional tweeter. Yes, I know.
Apparently. There we go.
That's me.
There we go. Done.
That's all me. That one's on me.
So what we have tonight is, like as we were about to say, we were rudely interrupted
by my inaccurate tweet.
Jason, how's it going? Good to see you too. How are you? 3 Zinfandels. Oak Ridge Winery.
Oak Ridge Winery.
Your heart's on fire, Elvira. Oak Ridge
the
Boys.
Oak Ridge Boys.
The Oak Ridge Boys, Oak Ridge Winery. No, they are not affiliated with them at all. This one we had a few weeks ago when we did our Zinfandel tasting. It was our favorite of the 3.
Yes.
And then that turned into these 2 arriving at our doorstep.
That's right.
From 2 very wonderful people. So we've got the Moss Roxx. That's right. They're here
We're in
chat,
the company
right?
of the giver right now.
We are in the company of the virtual giver right now. He's slightly distracted because there's a 49ers game going on right now. But until then, we will start drinking some wine. So we've got the Moss Roxx Old Vine Reserve 2020, I believe. And then we've got this one, which is the 1906 Vintners, which was not made in 1906. It's not that old.
No.
This is 2018.
Okay.
So we're going to be trying all 3 of these. We're just going to open up the OZV right now. That one was provided to this guy right here.
Yes, that one I did buy again.
Should we open up all 3?
I should open up all 3, yeah.
Man, he's like, hey, how can we make this guy do even more work right now?
I can open up one of them. That's fine.
We're going to share the same bottle opener at the same time?
Well, no, you have to.
How does that work?
You hold
the bottle,
and then,
I'll use the wine.
You can pour, and I can start the next one.
Okay.
Or I can pour when however you want to do it.
That sounds perfect.
However you want to do it.
All right, well, I do this then.
Yeah, at least then they'll get a little bit of chance to breathe.
Let's talk a little bit about the wines as well, too. Fact sheets and information. I'll put that up here so you can peer at that.
I can peer.
You can peer. So the OZV, which we have had before, this one is 11 months. How long do they do this
11
one?
months in French and American oak, 85% Zin, 10% Petit Syrah, and 5% Cab. I know, so much work.
I know. It's
right? He's not lurking. He's contributing right now.
Must be a commercial.
Okay.
Must be a commercial.
Brock Purdy in Brock We Trust.
I hope so. I hope he throws a lot to My good friend Ayuk.
Brendan Ayuk.
Brendan Ayuk is what I hope it gets thrown to quite a bit. So this one, these are all blends. None of them, even though they are Zinfandel, as we talked about the other week. Right. What you can go down to 70%. Is that what you were saying?
I think it was 70 or 75.
75% of the main varietal. Still be able to call it that varietal, and then you can use filler for the rest of that. All right.
So open it? Oh, you got?
No. Why don't you go ahead and pour?
Okay.
And I'll start opening the others. We do have. I had to bring in another table in here. We've got 6 glasses. We're like I said, even though this looks shoddy, we're very professional right now. I swear. Also,
and everyone mistweets every once in a while. We're human.
Yep, I don't need mid-mobile. Nice. All of these bottles are super sturdy too.
They don't break in your hand.
No
chance of
them shattering in my hand. Like I said, if anybody wants to do the, we should actually. I owe a redemption. I owe 1 redemption for this one.
Hello.
There we go. That was for Iron Man earlier. There you go. And then for some reason, since I'm talking about the strength of these bottles right now, I'm thinking of a specific one right here. We got to go to this one.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, I stabbed a man in the heart.
I saw that. Brick killed a guy. Did you throw a trident?
Yeah, there were horses and a man on fire.
Brick, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You should find yourself a safe house or a relative close by. Lay low for a while because you're probably wanted for murder.
There you go. Because you could easily do that with these wine bottles right here. Yeah, these are thick. I will also say something we always like to point out with, when I'm talking about beer websites or websites in general, not just like our website, which recently got redone, which you can go check out, AboutBeverages.com.
True.
Being able to find all the information you're looking for, being able to search for everything, and especially for us, like obviously I wanted to do a picture with all 3 bottles, so I took this picture myself. But being able to find the artwork that you need, all that kind of stuff.
They want to drink Merlot? We're drinking Merlot. No,
that also works.
Merlot, I'm leaving. I am not drinking any fucking Merlot.
Okay. Relax, Miles. Jesus, no Merlot.
Thank you for that redemption, Guardian Down.
Miles, what about Zinfandel?
I would think he'd be okay with Zinfandel.
I would think so. I would hope
so. Website for Oak Ridge Winery and like all of their other, like obviously the different lines, and they have several other different lines of wines too, different price ranges and points and everything else. Really great. Like they have, like I said, the graphics, information, like I said, just everything top notch.
In this day and age, it's kind of what you hope for sure. It's not always what you get though.
Yeah, it is definitely not all that you get.
I like that bottle doesn't have the foil.
I do too, because I was tired of taking off the foil.
Well, but just in general, I mean, the foil, what does it do?
Is that just in case the cork would pop out from the carbonation?
From the carbonation, yeah. From our carbonated Zinfandel. It could go horribly wrong.
So while we're doing this too, I probably also should tell you. So I I agreed to something today. And that is why I already know it will be at least one podcast next week.
Oh, you mentioned, you talked about this, and I said, well, should I be surprised live?
And you will be. Yes. It's not that bad. At least I don't think so. Someone was doing a charity drive for a local no-kill animal shelter in Minnesota. Okay. Someone that is, like I said, huge supporter of our channel. Love her channel. Tiddly is her name. And so she was, doing stuff. She was getting in subs and donations. She was matching things, all wonderful things going on. It was super fun. So at some point, one of her things was that she was going to try Pilk. Are you familiar with what Pilk is?
I'm sure the last 3 letters are milk.
That is correct.
What, pig milk?
Pepsi.
Oh.
Pepsi
milk. Oh, Laverne.
Thank you. See, so that's what I remembered it from, which was Laverne and Shirley.
Milk and Pepsi.
Everyone else is knowing it from this right here. Let's see. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, everyone else is knowing it from this because it has made a huge comeback all of a sudden. So kids today just finding out about Pilk and that you don't have to drink it out of a 1-gallon bucket. Where is that? Got it. There it is. So everyone else now knows it from Lindsay Lohan.
I was going to say, is that Lindsay Lohan?
Nice. Ooh, naughty. Pepsi and milk. Pilk.
Pilk
Is
and
that
cookies.
new?
It's like just a recent commercial.
Oh.
So this is kind of all of a sudden started to start. So I said that if they hit a certain sub goal, that we would do an official podcast on Pilk.
Okay.
And then I agreed to something else.
Uh-oh. And then...
There was many other people mentioning, what about other sodas?
With milk?
So yes, I agreed that we would also in that same podcast try what has now been termed Mountain Dilk.
Gross.
Mountain Dew and milk.
All right.
So that is one of our
Why-
podcasts next week.
Why
We'll
are
be doing
people obsessed
Pilk.
with pouring soda in milk?
I don't know.
Or vice versa?
Apparently, well, and actually, so she tried it because that was one of her things. Was she was actually going to taste it, and I was like, all right. Well, I said, if you're going to taste it, I said, if you actually hit this amount, I said, we'll do it. So then she tweeted it out and was like, AboutBeverages said they'll do a podcast.
Okay.
She actually said it tasted good. And that's
Why
what's
can-
funny. So the article I found, because I was trying to find if there was a ratio, if there was something else going on.
So I can see
is from
the-
Bon Appetit. Sorry, but Pilk is really good.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. There's a little part of the article there. But yeah, so that is actually...
So I can see the Pepsi one being good because it's
like cream soda.
cream soda, or when you make like a black cow, you know, a root beer float.
Root beer float,
That's
yep.
kind of how that's going to taste.
Right.
In
Yeah,
that
no, honestly, when
ballpark.
I heard it, I was like, because everyone in chat was just like, oh my God, it sounds disgusting. And in my head, I was like, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's still not my favorite. Like, I'm not a huge root beer float black kind of thing. Better get a bucket. Yeah, that's what I actually have that clip too, but I'd have to resize it again. Do I
Mountain
have that?
Dilk.
It's actually from, it's originally, I don't know how it came up in the episode, but it's originally from Laverne and Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
They were having like something, and they just like the only clip I was able to find was Shirley? No, Laverne.
Laverne.
Laverne literally in a bucket with a straw drinking, and then she said needs more Pepsi, and she added more Pepsi to it, and Shirley comes in, it's like so you can't drink your Pilk from a bucket, or so. She actually says like
Calls it Pilk?
I think she did. Like I've got
Oh,
the clip here
okay.
somewhere. Where did I? Oh, is it this one? It's this one. Yeah, I don't know why she's drinking it from a bucket. Let's see if we can just bring this up here really quick. But yeah, so we have agreed to this.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I remember watching Laverne and Shirley, and that was Laverne's drink.
That was like literally her
And
drink.
an L on her shirt. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, she ordered a milk and Pepsi like all the time.
So
that's her thing.
So that was. I don't think people realize that that's where it came from. I didn't know why she drank that, but I just knew that.
Yeah,
she
that
did.
was just her drink, milk and Pepsi.
Okay, so here we.
But I don't remember being called Pilk.
This is obviously an old clip. I had to find it on YouTube. She just says needs more Pepsi. It's super quiet.
You can't drink your problems away.
Oh, you can't drink your problems
Can't
away.
drink your problems away.
So then she just goes back to it. That's it. That's it. So anyway, humorously weird podcast next week.
All right. And to top it off, we're going to open though with malt liquor.
That's true. We're gonna go from malt liquor, which we've been saying.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Merry
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Malt liquor into Pilk and
Pilk.
Mountain Dilk.
Wow.
I think I should. Well, and also what made sense to me too, if those two tied together, since people were talking, that turned into another sub goal. So then I said I'd do it. Let's see. It was. I think you go with the sugar free on both of those, or the no, not the sugar free. You go with the ones that actually have real sugar in both of them, because you can get Mountain Dew with the real sugar,
Okay.
and you can get Pepsi with the real sugar. So I think that'd be the best option to go with.
What if you're lactose intolerant?
Well, that has nothing to do with the sugar. Has nothing to do with that.
No, but milk wise then.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything about that.
All right. I'll drink. I'll do that then for our subscribers, for our listeners.
You'll have a little bit of milk.
I'll have actual milk.
Actual milk. I was going to get heavy cream.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. No, they were just using milk. I'll have to make sure if it was whole milk or whatever. Maybe she used oat milk. I will contact Tiddly and see what she put in there.
Probably not. That'd be my
Probably not.
guess.
Probably not. No.
So we're just getting things going here with an old friend.
With an old friend.
The
and still
OZV.
just raspberry jammy, like
Yep.
just raspberry preserves. It's just,
Yep.
I just love the aroma on this one. It's like we've just had it recently. Oh, wait, we did just
Oh,
have it
wait.
recently.
Brings back memories of 3 weeks ago.
3 or 4 weeks ago. No, this one's love this one, especially too. I don't know. We'll just talk about price as we go through each one. I think
Yeah.
maybe. So you can find this one a little cheap. As all of these, you can find like a little cheaper if you can find them out in the wild. I'm just going to give the prices of what you can find if you happen to look at their website.
Okay.
So that might be the easiest way.
Their website prices.
So the OZV is 15 is what they have on their website. Actually, I should triple check that. I'm pretty sure I saw it was 15. Oops, that's not it. Yeah, 15. You can usually find this for around 10.
Yes. Especially at your neighborhood Trader Joe's.
Neighborhood Trader Joe's. That was good advertising for you today too. When we were talking to the lady from Oregon, she was like, "I love Trader Joe's. It's amazing. It gives you a kick. That Trader Joe's."
Had my Trader Joe's sweatshirt on still, so.
Well, you kept pointing at it too. I was like,
hey,
"All right, Keith.
Hey, I work for. Can I get an extra sample? I work for Trader Joe's."
Exactly. Orca, how's it going? Good to see you. How are you this fine evening? How's everybody? Thank you guys all for coming in. Appreciate it on a podcast years in the making. Or talked about for years.
Yeah, years in discussion. This has been in the works for years. Hello.
Yeah, that's just delicious. I like this one. It's jammy. It's fruity. I think it's still got a little bit of dryness and a little heft to it, so it's not like overly sweet. But it is on the sweeter side for most wines. But I just really like the flavors in here. Just classically delicious.
You're gonna have a lot of open wine bottles after this.
I know. I'm really gonna have to drink. I was gonna do that beer for tomorrow for the thing, but I should probably pick one of these. I got a lot of wine to drink through.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good problem to have.
Wow.
I lost a bet. That's why I'm here.
Wow.
You know what? I'm glad you made that bet incorrectly.
Your loss is our gain.
That's right. And it's become your gain as well. Who do you think you're talking to? You're not talking to goateed Bevy over here. Like, please.
Yeah, the other thing, I didn't get a chance to get to my coloring pencil to get rid of some of this gray.
Do you actually usually do that?
I do have one, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to have to literally clip this to give it to
scenes.
Lucky so that he knows that there is actually work involved on these podcasts.
I don't do it every week, but lately I have been, so.
Is it actually a pencil?
Yeah, it's like it's
number 2 graphite
hair. Yeah, no, it's not that kind of pencil.
Do you have to do each individual little strand?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
that's got to take a long time. Do you just comb it in, or how's it work? What's the process?
It's like a marker almost. It's that looks like that.
Is it a Sharpie? Keith, did you just buy a Sharpie?
I use my brown Sharpie. No, it washes out.
It's the ones that smell like cinnamon when you were a kid.
Yeah. What do you think of my beard?
And then you're like, interesting. And also it's just like smudged like all over your
Well,
face.
so with that, so I did that yesterday before I went to work. I made myself look less old by coloring in the.
I took 2 years off my life.
And then I haven't been wearing a mask at work because I'm vaccinated and I've had, all that stuff. But then I guess within like the span of 12 hours, we had 3 COVID cases.
At work?
At work. Now, none of them had been at the store or they couldn't, determine where it came from. But yeah, no, all of it. Then all of, like my boss, he's like, you don't have to. He's like, I'm going to start wearing my mask. So after the last half of my shift yesterday, I thought, well, I'll wear a mask. And so I wore my mask, and when I got home yesterday, because it comes off like with water, and so you're sweating underneath that. And inside my mask was all brown.
Did you wash your mask then?
Well, it's a
disposable
one.
Oh, let's say if you just put your mask back on, then it'd be perfect because it would just reform and you can just put it back on.
Yeah,
there.
just shrimp it a little bit.
It's like shoe polish.
So yes, so that one does wash off at the end of the day or the next day, depending on when you decide to wash your face.
Whenever you decide to clean up a little bit.
That's right.
Have you ever thought about doing like more of the permanent? Like I know they have the stuff where you can't like adjust for men.
Yeah, Pocket will do that. Yeah, but then if you it stays until it grows out or until you shave it.
Right.
But yeah, she'll do that. That's more of a long-term solution. That when I let it get a little bit longer, I will go that direction as well. So, is it? I'm surprised this time of year you've actually kept it a little more cropped. Usually I like it more crop. I don't. I like it shorter. I just that's especially like this white stuff. I thought about. I asked.
You ever thought about going
should I
from scratch?
just shave the white stuff? But then that looked really weird.
Just do a creepy mustache.
Do a creepy like Fu Manchu stash thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. You just like because it's mostly like this middle part that's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And that's also the part that grows the thickest. Son of a gun.
The middle gets thick, I tell you.
It does. It wore off from the friction. Anyway.
Friction, like Al Bundy when he dyed his hair jet black. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that. Exactly. It's amazing how long he's been acting too, like for years, between Al Bundy and then The Modern Family and everything else, and just especially TV. I guess. I mean, we always talk about Frasier doing the same
Ed
character
O'Neill,
for 20 years, and obviously he did the same character, but two very long-running TV shows. Ed O'Neill making it happen.
They were talking about who. I can't remember how it came up, but this was a few years ago on Dan Patrick, and they were talking about actors who have been like big in two different series, and they were talking about him. They were talking about Bryan Cranston, with Malcolm in the Middle, and then
and two very different types of shows too with Bryan Cranston.
Yep. I never watched Malcolm in the Middle though.
I caught stuff here and there. Do you want to pour a little bit just to make sure you have
Oh
some
yeah,
in
I
your
need to
glass?
have a little bit, I guess.
Easy. I don't know a lot left. All these.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Oh, that was like there was a Frasier episode too with Martin where he dyes his hair.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
sits in the white chair.
Yeah.
And he's like, he gets up and
He realizes he can't move, and then he's like sweating, like isn't he? Like because he's near the fireplace.
Yeah, it's like running down.
That's so gross.
Yeah, there's a point you just have to accept. Hey, here's what's going on. Here's life.
Have you ever thought about doing a full shave and just kind of starting over from scratch again?
Yeah, I did. I did that last year. This year I got pretty close, but I didn't go.
You're like
complete.
Like the hand was quivering, just about to take the blade to face, and you're like, no, not today. You walked away.
Not today.
Not today. All right, should we grab the next one? I guess at least pour it. Like I feel like we should like at least pour.
Yeah,
some of this
are we gonna actually like do our podcast intro, or are you just what are we gonna do with this? Are we just gonna...
I feel like I'm gonna have to just try and figure out a way to edit all this together. Like I said, so that's why I kind of restarted on the other one when I reiterated what we were doing again, and we kind of talked about each one.
Okay.
And then like I think I can just grab a quick clip of us going like, yes, that's delicious, and we like, or if actually we even want to reiterate that again, we could still say that, and then I could just chop this up into several little sections. I think is probably the best way to do this. All
right,
what's the best I can do? But I did my best. But I guess
I thought you were going Christopher Cross. You went James Ingram. No, there you're going the best that you can do.
I don't know if I know that one.
You know that.
Wait, which one?
When you get caught.
Oh, yeah. Arthur's theme song?
Yeah.
What is that actually called? Is it called Arthur's theme?
The best that you can. Yeah, our theme from Arthur, the best that you can do.
Oh, okay.
When you, it's crazy, but it's true.
Arthur does as he pleases.
We Saturday. We
getting drunk.
Spent some time watching some Friends episodes.
Okay.
And then Monday and Tuesday we were watching some as well. And both Pocket and I were like, it's kind of good to revisit. And I never watched. That's another one. I sort of petered out around the same time frame and didn't watch the last probably 2 or 3 seasons. So
okay.
We might revisit that. I don't. A lot of people still liked it. So it's Paul Rudd, I know.
I think the last couple I think there's a weird thing with Friends. Obviously, they had those first 4 seasons that are really good,
so good,
still really good, and like I said, it was great. And then there was kind of this middle section that was very up and down because obviously a lot of the stuff going on with Matthew Perry and real life, just all that kind of stuff. And some of their choices, like in the show, were just not great either. Right. And then I think it kind of swings back. I think the last couple seasons actually aren't that bad. And there's a lot of guest appearances. Bruce Willis is on those last ones. And
I remember the Bruce Willis ones.
Paul Rudd has a big part in some of those, which are pretty good. And then just some other. So they bring in a lot of characters. And that might even be late. That might be middle of the road ones. The ones too with with Ben Stiller too.
That's just one with him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's earlier on.
Is that an earlier on?
What's in the cup, Ross?
Yeah. Coffee, Ross. What's his duck?
What kind of coffee?
And they're all watching him. He's like, I hate it. And he just leaves. He's super angry.
I still remember that one working at Arbuckle with Adam.
Oh, that's true.
He's like, what's in the coffee? What's in the cup, Ross? I remember him talking about that. Yeah, no, that was good. We watched that. We got lucky enough to see the one with Rebecca Romate, where she's a slob. He goes over to her apartment.
Oh yeah, that one's so gross.
And then also to the pivot.
Yeah.
So there were some good laughs there.
No, those are some, like I said, yeah, I recommend. Well, I think they're on HBO.
Well, we were wondering what they used to be on Netflix. So I'm guessing they're on Netflix.
I think it's HBO Max now, which is weird.
Yeah,
because they did that reunion thing, and I think at that time that's when they bought all the rights. I think that's where Rachel's watched it again.
All right. Yeah, we just caught
All
him
right,
on
I got to quit
TBS.
just sniffing and drinking this one because
Yes.
that one is delicious though.
Yes.
All right. Wine number 2. We've left it open here for a little bit, but we'll probably let it sit in the glasses as well, just to be safe.
We'll swirl it.
We'll swirl it. We'll get it going. This is the Moss Rocks Estate Grown, Lodi, California. Old Vine Reserve Zinfandel 2020.
Hey.
Info on this one is we've got a new blend here compared to the last one.
Very similar, though, as far as Zinfandel, because I think the last one was 85. This is 84.
Oh, we've lost a percentage.
We lost
We've
a
gone up in
percent.
price.
We got a petite 14% Petite Syrah and 2% Petite Verdot. There's a lot of percents and petites that I had to say right there.
That was very tough.
Tripped me up a little bit, but I made it through.
You're a professional. This one gets less aging as well.
Ooh, yes, only 6 months. Also in 80% American, 20% French oak. But it's hot.
15.75%.
Whoa.
Lost a percent. Thanks, Biden. God damn it. I tell you, Zach. They don't know what they're missing out on. How's it going? It is good to see you. Yeah, what was the percentage on the last one? Was it 14? Look at we go right here. I've got it right here.
14.
Okay. This one, we go up in price based on the website. Again, if you find it elsewhere, you might be able to find it a little bit cheaper. Sometimes this doesn't, make its way out. So this might be the actual just final price. But anyway, based on Oak Ridge's own website where you can buy things directly, $24. So we've gone up $9. Like I said, we've lost a percentage of our Zinfandel. 1%.
1%.
We've lost 5 months of aging.
Oh, man.
But we have gained almost 2% in alcohol.
Okay.
So who knows? We'll see how this comes out in a wash. That's your big boy there. Yeah, I remember we were talking about that when you brought these over, HJ, like when it was like, when you're like, okay, one of these is a lot hotter than the other one, like it was a lot more. So.
Obviously, HJ gets out of bed for this one.
He does. He leaps. He actually springs out of bed for this one.
Sprung to life by the alcohol.
I don't notice too much difference in color here at all. Like very, very similar, at least to me. Like I said, nothing, not too big a change there.
Yep.
So aroma,
I would say, yeah.
it's always very interesting when you can actually go directly back and forth between two different wines, like even ones that you have enjoyed, tried before, whatever. Like that, to me, is always what's so fun about this kind of thing, because even having smelled like I said, the Moss Rocks, it almost changes the way the other one smells a little bit when you go back and forth.
Yes, it does. Still getting I'm getting a little heat though from the moss.
Yeah, I would say, definitely get a little bit of heat.
Mossy alcohol heat.
There's still some of that, definitely that raspberry, like I said, preserve kind of comes through. It's not quite as sweet. It's more of like, probably like literally like a fresh picked kind of raspberry. Like there's no other like added like sugars to it or anything else. Like it's more,
it's a little bit
natural.
lower of a note. This is the OZV is a little higher of a fruit note, I would say. Yeah, definitely that. Yeah, and raspberry.
And I think almost because of that, I get even though there's less, I almost feel like I get a little more wood or vanilla in this. So.
Yeah, I definitely get some vanilla from that.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting in that. So much more even aroma. Like we did talk about, even though that was our pick from the last time, we did several Zinfandels, the OZV, but that one definitely has some big spikes in aroma, whereas this one is much more blended together, a little more harmonious, but it is bringing some of the alcohol heat though too.
That is true.
Taste time?
Of course.
Done. I think this might be one of the highest alcohol wines.
50, yeah.
Like
this is borderline port.
Just kidding. It's port adjacent.
It's port adjacent.
It's just offshore. It's not quite in port. It's offshore. We've talked about for a while now. It seems like wines in general have gotten hotter, a little more alcohol, like I
Seems
said, just
that
by
way,
a
yeah.
percentage or two. Like you don't see too much almost these days below 12.5 or 13. Like it's always like a little, but yeah, almost 16 is like, yeah, that's a little something extra. And I'm here for it. I'm not against it. I wonder why that is. I'm sure there's an agricultural reason, I would think. Like I said, I can't imagine that there is a wine consortium where they all got together and they said, all right, in the year of our Lord 2017, we will all go up 3% in our ABV.
Well, sometimes though, it just takes one person to kind of nudge it, and then maybe somebody, they're doing, and then that can gradually happen that way.
It's true. That is also a good point. So one had, both of them had the Petite Syrah, but then it was the difference of a little bit of Petite.
We have a Platinum Reserve Petite Verdot at the store now.
Or commercial availability of an appropriate yeast strain. Conan, like I said, that is something, like I said, we don't talk about enough with winemaking, but that is honestly very possible too. Like I said, that if there is something that is universal, not just along this line of wines or whatever, like I said, this vintner in particular, but just, yeah, across in general. Like I said, maybe there's the strain, it just eventually changes. That is very true. And good to see you, Conan. How are you this evening? Got some thoughts?
Yes.
Do you want to keep thinking for a minute? You can. We're no rush.
I want to go back to try this again, but I don't want to do it until.
Yeah, we
talked
probably should
about that.
finish. Yeah. All right, I'll pour myself a little more. Apparently, I've had. I thought of it. So that was what made me think about it when the whole Pilk conversation
Just
came
don't
up.
like the way that sounds, but that's probably the whole
It sounds dirty.
Pilk.
It's a dirty drink. Maybe we add whiskey to it.
Spiked Pilk.
Spiked Pilk. Okay, if Tiddly gets another hundred, no, if another donation comes in. But what it made me think of was that if I was ever to do like a subathon or a charity incentive thing or whatever, what we could do is create a wheel of flavor mixers and spirits and things like that, and you spin it. And you it's like that's what people do. They're like, oh, 2 subs, you get a spin on the first wheel, and someone does it, or like, whatever, you do a certain amount of things and there's a spin on each wheel, and whatever 3 things that come up, wheel of misfortune. Yeah, a little wheel of misfortune.
Oh, there we go.
And however it comes up, then it's like those are the things we have to mix like together. We can decide on like what part
The
of
ratio,
amount of, yeah,
or-
we
okay.
decide on the ratio, but
right.
then it's like
That could
we
be
do
fun.
Yeah, and then at the very end, if someone if there's some sort of like insane, like, all right, if it, you save it till the end, we're like, all right, if someone does this, we literally mix all 5 of these into the, like then you do something completely insane. But yeah, you could have like the 6 like main liquors that we have, and then it could be normal stuff like
Campari.
could be oh god, see, for me that would be disgusting, so that's why we'd put it on there. But then you could have things on there, the usual good stuff like lime juice, but then you'd throw in something else weird.
What's the story, Noam? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Guardian down with a gifted sub. How did he find it? He must have done an amazing search. Gifted sub to Pilk Nasty.
Pilk Nasty.
Pilk Nasty.
How do you feel about Pilk?
You could do that. Pepsi Pepnog. I don't know. Pepsi and eggnog.
Oh,
Pegnog.
There you go.
Pegnog? Oh, that sounds real dirty. That's on a different website. Oh man, I saw a mixology guy do something similar and ended up with some unholy cocktail. I know. I think that would be kind of like funny and disgusting, like I said. But I'm willing to try it at some point. We'll figure out an appropriate time. But I did write that down. I was like, that's probably a good idea because everyone else does the Bean Boozle. They do other kind of funny. I was like, well, we need to tie more into our brand. So if we were going to do something like that, that would be great. Like, all right. And then maybe you'd even have levels like, okay, you do this. All right, who has to drink it? And then it'd be like you have to pick between us. Who has to drink it.
Okay.
Studio, it is good to see you. Good to see you as well. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Because you just want to be able to try the other one.
That's it. It's just sort of one smooth wave of delicious flavor.
Yeah, it's I really like it. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like I said, it's much more like the uniformity is there. Like I said, it is just a really good wave. There are definitely some, like I said, the jam is in that raspberry jam is kind of in there. I almost get like there's a little vanilla, a little oak. I almost get like a little hint of like bittersweet chocolate. There's something else that's like kind of a different kind of fruity note in there. I'm not exactly sure what, but that's in there too. But they're all amazingly blended together. I don't think it tastes as hot as the aroma would say to me. Like every time I keep smelling it, I'm like, ooh, this is going to have a lot of alcohol to it. It's really going to come through. I don't get that. And I don't know if it's just because of the richness of the body as well. But I think this is delicious.
But
this is really good.
It is there. And I actually like the little bit that it adds to it. I wouldn't say that, that you just kind of get that little bit to me at the end. And it gives it a little nice boost of, or a little additional flavor component.
A new addition?
The heat. Yes.
Heat. But will I like it? I don't know. Come in, have a sip. I'll hand it to you. I dare you. Come in, have a sip.
I'll put some clothes on first.
That's
We're
right.
live.
We are live. TOS. Phew. No, this is really good. No, I like this quite a bit. I am going to be interested now because now we're going to try. I'm assuming we're going to
go back to.
Assuming we're going to start going back and forth here a little bit. No, we'll be in here for a minute, Litha. It's fine. Pilk.
This is more, the first one, the OZV is more, just more fruit forward, I think.
The OZV.
Yeah. Fruit forward. I think it has a little more body too.
Really?
Yeah, I guess they're very close. The second one probably is a little bit more. Oily is not the right word, but more going toward that a little bit.
It's funny going back and forth. I start to get almost a little bit more fruit out of the Moss Rocks, like going back and forth, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And I get a very light bit of herbal out of the OZV. And I don't know, like I said, it's interesting, like I said, being able to do, like I said, this kind of side by side. I still think, like I said, the Moss Rocks is just, it's really good.
It's really good. And like I said, it's more, whereas like with the OZV, right from the beginning of that sip, you're getting that fruit.
Yeah.
You get that fruit, but you just, it's layered a little bit more, and it's just more, as opposed to like fruit and it's good. This is more like, it's good. It's just like,
yeah.
A more structured is probably what they would
warning track
say.
wall. You can
you can touch them all.
yeah. It has, like I said, the Moss Rocks kind of has like it kind of builds up a little bit. I think the finish on that one is maybe has a little bit more going on in it as well.
Yeah.
But that's really that's really good. Got nowhere to go but down. No, I'm just kidding. It's amazing how much the alcohol still does come out in that one, though. In the aroma specifically, I don't get it as much. Like I said, actually tasting it, like I said, it seems like it's going to be super hot based on the aroma. And I think because it doesn't have some of those really big punches of fruit, like I said, I think maybe that doesn't come through quite as much.
Like I think did you mention chocolate in the second one?
I thought there was just like a little
like chocolate raspberry.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dark
Deliciousness.
chocolate raspberry kind of thing, and yeah, it
Yep.
is really good. You keep finishing yours. I gotta reach over.
Yeah, I'll need a little bit more.
Pilk with Pepsi Nitro. So that's what's funny. In Tiddly's chat, like I said, if anybody was around in there earlier today, someone mentioned in there like at some point someone threw in a backhanded compliment and said it was like well, and it's got to be better than Pepsi Nitro. And I was like, Pepsi Nitro wasn't that bad. Like we did a podcast on that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to get into that and self-advertise. I was like, hey, go watch our podcast. But it was fine. Like it was just kind of like. Yeah. The vanilla nitro, I was less a fan of, I think. But yeah, it was like I wouldn't pay extra for it. Like it's gimmicky.
Yeah.
This is the Roxx one, right? Moss Rocks?
Yes.
Okay.
My first one.
You have some. Make sure we got some here.
Keep them in order here.
Do you need a break? You doing okay? Do you need any chips or
I'm
something?
doing
like
good.
that? You want to take it?
No,
You want
I'm
to take a
good.
minute? You all right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! This is the
Just
longest
dig
we've ever
in.
gone without a break.
I know
It's
it's
great.
Well, it's kind of weird. It's a different sort of free-form style that we've had to just adapt to because of the circumstances of the day.
Another extremely heavy bottle. No. All right. Wine number 3, as we talked about earlier, this is the 1906 Vintners, a family tradition for over 100 years. Does that check out? Yeah, it checks out.
Yes.
It does. So once again, this is a
Carry the
2018
one. Yeah.
Zinfandel, and we've got some more new stats to talk about here on the 1906.
Different stats.
What have we got here?
This one is actually almost all Zinfandel. 95% Zinfandel to be exact, and 5% Petite Syrah.
Which is carried out through all of these. Correct?
The Petite Syrah?
Yeah, was it Syrah in all of them? Petite Syrah?
Yeah, I think it just changed.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so there was Petite Syrah in all of them. The other ones either added Cab or the other one added, what was the Moss Rocks
Petite
added?
Verdot.
Verdot. Which is just a fun word to say.
Yes, it is.
How long has this one been aged? Is this what? Did we go down in aging again?
year-wise?
year-wise?
No. 18
Oh.
months in French and American oak barrels. I know.
You have my attention. You have my attention. You also have a few more dollars that you've had to spend for this one. So we went 15 on the first one,
Okay.
24 on the second one. So we went up $9.
Okay.
Did we go up $9 again?
We have not.
We didn't.
We've gone up to 32.
We went up to $32 based on
Yes.
current pricing on their website. Again,
On their website, right.
You might find this a little cheaper
yeah,
somewhere else,
yeah.
like all of those kind of factors. Again, like I said,
Right.
this is just going by their website, which we'll have links to down in the chat or at our website, AboutBeverages.com. You can check out all that stuff, or on YouTube if you're watching the archive. Should all be down there in the comments. Now I have to reach for more glassware. You don't know how precarious this is in here right now. We've got multiple glassware. We've got this table that
It's
we're
true.
working on. I've got a second table. It's hell being a podcaster is what I'm trying to say.
Got a pretty good setup here, though.
It's working out all right at the
That's
moment.
right.
It is. Ooh. Seems like a little lighter ruby red in color for some reason. Doesn't it?
It does look a little lighter. Oh, yeah. I would say it's definitely lighter.
Oh, I hurt
more,
myself.
more Pinot Noir reminiscent.
I think I hurt my shoulder.
This
yeah,
one's 14%. Okay.
Yeah, actually, looking at this one compared to the other two, which are very similar in color, yeah, this one almost has a little bit more of like a Pinot Noir kind of look, that lighter kind of ruby red to it, look to
Lighter.
it. Aroma?
Yeah.
He said Pinot. P. I will never turn down a Pinot Noir.
We have another one, another Grand Reserve. At
What?
San Luis Obispo.
That's the one we had last year?
No, it's different. I've never had that one before. Never seen a Grand Reserve from, I think it was in.
Does it go well with Pilk?
Pinot and Pilk?
Pinot and Pilk. It's like an odd couple situation right there.
Dun, 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 dun.
He lived in the penthouse. She lived in the streets. It's Pinot and Pilk. I don't know.
Pinot and Pilk.
He said Pinot. Did we talk about alcohol in this one? Did you mention it?
I don't think we did. I did look at it, but I don't think we talked about it.
Mention that when we actually are talking about aroma in a second. Huh.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I am ready as well.
Okay.
We went down a little bit in ABV this time, so we went down to 14%.
14.
Not that matters in any way whatsoever. Like
No.
I said, the other one, I was actually surprised at the taste when it came to that. But we were only on aroma, so what do we think of the aroma of the 1906?
I'm getting the fruit, but it's not as fruit forward as either of those other two. I'm also getting like some. I know these are sometimes they're not negative descriptors, but like a little bit of leather almost. There's something heavier in there. I know sometimes people use tar, and it's not a bad thing. But
oh my God, that's exactly what I was going to say. No, that's amazing.
It's got those kinds of.
I hate this. I wish we had different opinions.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're like leathery tar. That there's actually the Susamignello that we tried, the Italian,
right?
We used to describe that to people as a dirty Zinfandel, as something that had those kind of, but also those, and that's kind of what this is to me. It's a little bit naughtier.
A little bit of a naughty. Yeah. So the only thing I would add to your description, which is great, like I was thinking leather, and I was actually in my head, I actually thought the word tar. Like I said, that's that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, not at all.
A Zinfandel.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's even better. Was actually a blackcurrant as well. Yeah. I think there was I think the raspberry has crossed over on all of them.
Yeah.
Kind of keeps going, I think, down a little bit in varying degrees about how much what kind of how ripe the raspberry is, to be honest. But this one, comes with a little bit more blackcurrant, and like I said, the leather and a little bit. Yeah, it's a different layered complexity.
Yep.
And that's what's amazing. All three of these have been very different. I'm going to be kind of fascinated when we get to the final bit here, and we usually, as we always do, we kind of pick one which was our favorite.
Yeah.
What we're going to wind up going to. Should we go to the taste?
Absolutely.
You pay extra for dirty Zinfandel around here. Oh, that's pricey. That dirty Zinfandel is pricey. I'm dreaming of a lo-fi Christmas.
Of a wine Christmas. That was on a Wine Spectator I got in the late 90s. That was their title to the cover.
A wine
shot.
Christmas?
I'm dreaming of a wine Christmas.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I used in something once Tidings of Grape Joy.
That's pretty good.
Do you remember if I read that and used it, or if I came up with that on my own?
Do you ever get to write any of the fun boards at Trader Joe's? Do you ever get to pitch in on that? Some little creative?
Yeah, I could if I had anything creative to say.
Oh, okay. So that means no.
So no.
Stop it. That used to be there was literally descriptions that we used to have. They're like, oh, that's a Keith. I was like, God damn it, you're right.
Back in the day.
I love good wordplay.
Just something fun about swirling a glass of wine.
Well, it feels like I'm working off the calories of drinking it.
Yeah.
Be honest with you.
You have to do a full body swirl.
Do a full body swirl.
Moving everything else.
Is there a knuckle involved?
Yeah.
That's my move.
That's the counterclockwise full body swirl.
Have you listened to any holiday or Christmas music at all this year? Like,
are you kidding?
Have you do
all
they play
the time?
Do they play it at Trader Joe? Like, I don't know, what do they do?
We just started recently. There's a lot of crew members who don't want to hear Christmas music. I'm not one of them. I love Christmas music.
I literally, the other day, like I said, which normally I don't get into. Got to get weighted glasses. Yes, it's like shake weight wine glasses. Yeah. Wait, that might not be a good idea.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Here's your cab fare.
Here's your cab fare. Going to sleep mode.
Going to sleep mode. Oh my God, that would be great, Zach. let's market this. You said it. I'm going to take some of it, like 15%, because you came up with the idea. Well, now that you said it. Yeah, no, the other day, like I was like, I think it was after I'd finished stream and everything else, was kind of getting dinner going and stuff like that. And I was like, put on a little bit. I was like, oh, it's all right. Yep. All right. Like I said, I like the right, like, I don't like a lot of, and we've talked about this before. I think this came up. I think it was actually in Backyard Stream. He was like, cause he's practically elf. Loves Christmas.
Yeah,
just like whatever.
Right.
Like, and it's awesome. Like I said, his exuberance for it is fantastic. But I think at some point he said, there's no bad Christmas songs. I was like, whoa, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. I said, if I got a red shoe song for you.
Yeah, the Christmas shoes.
And no one else knows the song, I think, but the two of us. I swear to God.
No, I heard it, actually.
Does anyone else know this song? It's the worst. Apologies if you like the song or if you wrote it. Wouldn't it be great if the whoever person that wrote that was in chat right now?
Oh my gosh, wow.
Get 5 subs right now if they're
I mean,
in
it's
chat.
a sweet sort of,
it's
sad.
terrible.
It's sad.
Subjectively the
Yeah.
worst songs to yeah, like I said, it's the song about some kid and he wants to buy. It's just the way it's done. It sounds like it sounds like you wrote a story, which is fine, a Hallmark story.
And I think they either took the song and turned it into that.
Do you know this song, Studio? Do you know the song I'm talking about, where it's like this little boy and he's buying red shoes for his mom
Because his mom's got cancer and she's dying, and he wants his mom to look good when she
Christmas shoes?
Yeah.
Oh my God, someone knows the song.
Yes.
Every
Yeah.
time I mention it, people are like,
Yes.
I don't know what
It's
you're
terribly
talking
sad.
about. That was my wife's favorite song. God damn it, Guardian Down. I hate you. Why would you do this to me?
It says was. Maybe not anymore. Okay. No.
Oh man. They made did they actually make movies about it?
I think Rob Lowe was in one of them.
So
actually.
then I'm okay, like it feels like, and again, the story of it is totally fine. And if it's a movie, it's fine. It's just the way like the song goes, and like I'm one of those weird people where I like sometimes I will like a song just because of how the phrasing goes and just how the the cadence and that's one where it's just like, and he did this thing and some stuff happened. Like it just doesn't flow very well. Rob Lowe and I think did Doogie Howser do one too?
I know Rob Lowe did one. I did not know that, unless maybe they were in the same one.
Did they make 2 movies? Oh wait, was Doogie Howser?
It could be.
Doogie wants some red shoes. But yeah, that song is bad. And there was something else too. What is your least favorite Christmas song?
Least favorite?
Yeah, like because you gotta have somewhere like I hate either the I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. I think that is absolute
I don't
trash.
need that one.
That's just annoying. And there's like another one too, like the
There's some I just don't need. I guess I don't have any least favorite. One of my new. It's
All I
not
Want for Christmas, My 2 Front Teeth. Like those kind of ones like do nothing for me.
Yeah.
Mariah's All I Want. Okay, so I know people don't like that song.
I like it.
Not a Christmas song, but another like that is Butter.
We
Oh
talked
my
about
God.
that song too.
Studio, you and I are the same person. It's cute, but just not my thing. Yes,
But no,
exactly.
but just my thing.
No,
Cute, but just
maybe he
my
meant
thing.
just. Wait, but
But
you like that?
another-
Wait, do you like that one? I don't see. I'm not a fan of that one. I joke about that one every once in a while.
Yeah.
I do because that was one of the. Just not my thing. Oh,
Not.
see, it's just my
Okay,
thing.
all right.
I assumed the correct thing.
Okay, you did. I
but
wasn't
I
sure.
did make an assumption
It's
there,
cute,
so it's
but
good
just
you
my
pointed it out.
thing.
Yeah. Like I said, I make that.
Well, you know,
yeah, no, that is
studio
another
more
one.
than I do, so.
Because that's the same thing. Remember when we were typos while gaming your fine studio? That was the one like we were talking about when we were talking about walking in Memphis.
Were they the same
and then
person?
Butterfly kisses.
Yeah.
Like I sing those all the same way because I think they're terrible. But yeah, no, those can't do both. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Smith VR, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Oh,
What?
I thought she was in one of your clips.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Didn't Kirstie Alley just pass away?
Last week.
Say goodbye.
Yeah.
You can turn into
Walking, like Christopher Walken.
I'm walking in Memphis. Walking with my feet at
10
10 feet off
the
the beat. Is that what it is? In the middle of the pouring rain.
yeah.
Walking in Memphis. Oh my God, that's actually pretty funny. That's actually really good, Conan. I like that even more the more I say it. Purely from Overplayed, I like the song, the lounge style Rat Pack type Christmas songs. Buble, Harry. Yeah, no, I think those are absolutely great. I enjoy those. Pocket Evening.
Yeah, she was out to dinner with a friend.
Yeah.
Was joining us. Yay.
Is she still at dinner right now?
I don't think.
Do you have
so.
the tablet up while
No,
you're
no.
eating? Hive Pockets, friend.
Friend of Pocket, yes.
I wish.
Yeah, I like the Bublé and Chris Isaac Christmas.
Chris
I like
Isaac.
that.
Doesn't he have what's it called? He has a Christmas album, doesn't
Yeah, no, we have that. The first one, I think he may have come out with another one too. But
what?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Harry Connick Jr. Those like I like the classic ones. Obviously, the one I always talk about is John Lennon. I like.
I know that's your favorite.
Happy Christmas, the War is Over. Like I like that one. I like Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas. I like that song. That song's enjoyable too. It's of the newer one. But back to the Mariah Carey one. It is overplayed. It is over joked about. But I actually like that song.
I do too.
I actually enjoy it. Like it came on when I did the other day when I asked. I won't say it so that no one's devices go off. When I said, "Oh, play Christmas music or holiday music or something like that," I did that. And it was like the third song in it play. I was like, oh, I actually enjoy that. I think that is one of the better, again, super overplayed. It's become a meme, all that kind of stuff. I think, like I said, I think it is very enjoyable. And I think it's one of the better, newer Christmas songs in the last, whatever. When did that song come out? I was about to say 20 years. It's probably older than that.
No, it's like 94. I think
hate it that we're here right now. That's almost 30 years old. I call shenanigans on Bublé turning Santa Baby into Santa Buddy.
Yeah, I actually, because I did the Amazon.
Like he's better than us.
I did the Amazon Prime free upgrade for 3 months.
Oh, did you?
And so I listened to the Michael Bublé.
Then you get everything, right?
Yeah, and I listened to Michael Bublé's Christmas album last week. And that one, I totally agree, because I was like, Santa Buddy? I'm like, you didn't have to do this song. There's a lot of other Christmas songs. You didn't have to change Santa Baby into Santa Buddy. And it is a little, to me, it's a little clunky. I don't necessarily want to, with Santa, but
Santa Buddy.
But it is kind of clunky. So yeah, it's not.
He didn't.
No.
Apparently,
because he talks about.
So does he change other lyrics?
Yeah,
too?
it's something with Mercedes and
Mercedes Lewis.
The
tight end
no.
for.
But he does change that, and then the Santa Buddy. It is to me it's kind of clunky.
What is he going for then? Is it just like
it's
a
just
friend?
like hey Santa Buddy, come on, do these things.
Hey buddy,
yeah.
Hey buddy. It turns into Canadian Terrence and Phil. Hey buddy, what's going on with that buddy?
Well, and Michael
hey,
Bublé is Canadian. So I took a picture of this. Yeah, he is.
Hey buddy.
I thought you'd think this was funny. Speaking of Christmas music,
okay,
on Sirius, at least on my screen, it doesn't always show the whole artist or title.
It does not, which can be hilarious.
It can be hilarious. It can be, and so it shows like 16 characters of the artist and 16 for the title. Sometimes that fits everything. Sometimes it doesn't. So Paul McCartney,
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
So on station 14, Jolly Christmas.
Oh God! Wait, it's so funny because we actually had on Sirius we had subscribed to that channel and it was something else, and then now we realize it changes to everything.
Oh yeah, it's different. Yeah,
we inadvertently got a Christmas channel.
So
Keith, don't lie. You take a trip to the North Pole.
Oh, I would take a trip to the North Pole. So you can read how what Jolly Christmas.
Jolly Christmas.
If you just read that straight out.
So on Keith's radio, Jolly Christmas is a station. It says Paul. Multiple entendre. I'll take a trip to your North Pole.
Well, I'm not going to the North Pole then. No.
Not that North Pole.
Or the South Pole.
Is Paul McCartney and Wonderful Christ.
I knew you'd like that. So I took a picture of that. I was like, I got to share this with you and Joe.
Wonderful Christ.
Paul McCartney and
Simply
Wonderful Christ.
Wonderful Christ.
So it's supposed to be Paul McCartney and Wings, Wonderful Christmas Time, and it shortens it to Paul McCartney.
Is it actually Paul McCartney and Wings?
I think so. Paul McCartney and Wonderful Christ.
I always forget about too, but I also like, which I always forget to mention, is and I forget to mention because I just forgot the artist name and literally just shot out of my head. So that's not good. No, it's oh God dang it. Oh, I hate it. Give me a second. I'll think.
The last couple of years, I have really gotten. I really like Kelly Clarkson's "Underneath the Tree." It's like super upbeat. It's kind of got like a 60s sort of bluesy feel, and
she's got a great voice.
And I like her voice. Yeah. So no, it's good. It's a good song. I actually heard it on the way over here tonight.
Did you?
We lost.
Did you hear it because you were actually
listening to Christmas music?
Yeah, I was going to say.
The top 4 presets on my favorites are Christmas music right now. So I like Christmas music.
Oh, there we go. I had to look up another song just to remember who it was because I can't remember what it's called. The Tom Petty. I like his Christmas song.
yeah,
too.
Christmas.
Yeah.
All over.
Yeah. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised you like that one.
Oh, I really like it actually.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Because you're not usually.
All around
although
the
I know we both don't like Bob Dylan, but like I usually think Tom Petty, you kind of sometimes lump into there, which is unfortunate because I think Tom Petty's catchy.
Oh yeah, no,
and a much better artist. I think.
I really appreciate his contribution and everything that he did. And I've always liked some of his songs, and now I've come to like even more of his stuff. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I would say I'm Tom. I like Tom Petty. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
to hear.
and
I
no,
like
that Christmas song I really do like.
It's good. Yeah.
I want a Rickenbacker guitar, and I want. At the end, he starts saying what he wants.
He starts saying all the thing. And of course, the best Christmas song of all,
Feliz Navidad.
No, that is a great song though. I do like that one too.
The Christmas song by Nat King Cole.
Well, now you're bringing up so many good Christmas songs. No, you're pro Petty.
Pro Petty. Pro Petty.
No,
yes.
The best Christmas song of all.
Jim Neighbors.
Well, that's hilarious. If you've ever heard Jim Neighbors sing Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire.
Barbra Streisand Jingle Bells.
If you have not heard that, well, that's also hilarious. God damn it. You've thought of every other song but the one.
Are you thinking of Cartman? No, wait.
No.
Silent Night?
Fine. I'll just play it in a little bit. Once we get done with the wine, I'll just play it.
Okay.
I'll just do it that way.
Play it.
We'll just do it.
We
okay.
Let's
get back to this. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is underrated. That's a fun song still. Also, one of our favorites. Remember we used to listen to when we'd go into Arbuckle?
Jack Black.
That's the one I was going to play. So
that's
what I was
okay.
talking.
Oh, yeah. That's
the Jack
great.
Black Sum 41 Christmas song I Want is one of my favorites.
I want.
But no, the other one, the Red Peters.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas comes just once a year.
Just like you read, that's what we hear.
Hey! Especially
roast
Rudolph.
nuts chesting on an open fire. Yeah.
Especially Rudolph's Dairy.
Hamster delivery.
Holy, it's like, I think it's called Holy Shit, It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Look that one up too.
Holy shit.
Look up all the ones we just mentioned there. Jack Black and Sum 41. All I want.
You can also look up SpongeBob. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas.
I don't know if I've heard that
That's
one.
a good one too.
Oh.
Squidward, be a jerk.
Squidward, you've been an asshole again, Squidward.
It's Christmas.
Did you want me to hurt myself, Kevin? All right. Are we at the tasting part?
We are.
What part are we at?
Yeah, that's it. Let's go. That's a Zinfandel that I think a cab drinker would like. But it's got it doesn't have the tannin necessarily, but it's got some grippy goodness. I think you hit on it too with the black currant being in there, but it does still have some of those other like heavier notes, those leathery, earthier notes that they're not like dominant or overwhelming. They're like, to me, they're just part of the delicious structure that's going on in there. So.
I think a lot of that's got to be the oak kind of coming forward maybe too, and bringing a little bit more of that to the tail, like that wood kind of being, at least how I feel, like I said, being integrated a little bit more. Like I said, a little light vanilla. I get a weird, not weird, that's not the right thing to say. I take that back. I get a pop of cherry that I did not get in the aroma. I get that at the forefront of this. Like there's like this very brightness that I was not expecting. It does not last very long, but it's like this, like, ooh, cherry. And then it kind of like backs off back into the black currant, the leather. Yeah. I don't really get the depth, like I said, with the tar that we talked about in the aroma. Like I don't feel that coming through.
Not that, because I think now it's opened up more, and I think you also sort of hit on it because currants can have that sort of dried raisiny sort of. Yeah, it's not raisin, but that sort of dried concentrated sort of fruit going on.
All right, so we've tried all three of them. I'm assuming we kind of want to probably go back through really quick now and kind of taste all again and maybe form a last opinion. Are you trying to? Wait, did you just move them all around again?
No, I have them in the right way.
He just switched all of the glasses like some sort of 3-card Monty player.
It's one of those games that you see.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's taste all these again and then we'll talk a little bit more. Right. I need more. Whichever one that is.
The one you have.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I gave you the appropriate glass.
I know.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know.
The whole damn crowd was
Now I'm just gonna have to look
dismissed.
for that song by Jack Black. We can play that while we're sitting here.
Holy, about to
Yeah.
make a deal. Holy shit, it's Christmas. Hey, that's not nice.
There we go.
Oh.
You'll need all the help you can get, but hey, some suffering for a good cause. Yes, Frosty. Yeah, next week I already let Keith know what the horror that is going to befall us with some milk. We're going to do the Pilk and the Mountain Dilk. But I like what Conan just said. How did not anyone come up with Mountain Moo? Because it's milk. That's pretty genius. We may mention that again next week, Conan. That is genius. That is really good.
All right, I need to stop drinking wine. That'll be enough for me.
But have you made a decision at least, though?
I've decided that I'm confused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Doing it, buddy.
Whoa!
Frosty, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Frosty with the 5 gifted subs to the community.
Wow.
That is
Thank
super
you.
nice. What are you doing, my friend? Gifted subs to NC Lowrider. A Blue Oyster Cultist. That's awesome. I love that. Hentai Sushi.
Duh.
New Kid and Jack Hutton. Oh, that's nice. Some awesome people doing there. Please spread it. Mountain Dilk sounds like an illness. Mountain Dilk sounds like it should be probably on Pornhub.
Yeah, something.
That's kind of like what I've been
Are
thinking.
you into Mountain Dilk?
Last day of work today. Just got home. Oh my gosh. Let's go.
Last day of work.
Frosty just actually got a new job.
Oh, congratulations.
Got a nice
All right.
raise, gets to work from home all the time and everything else
Oh,
going on.
that's a
So
good
we're
thing.
yeah,
All right.
and
Well,
like I said, so
congratulations.
yeah,
Well
huge
done.
congratulations to Frosty. I am super, super glad today was your last day. That is awesome. Congratulations. And thank you so much for the gifted subs. That is too kind. All right, you're going to keep shaking the table there? All right, let me go through these. You don't have to drink anymore. Let me go. I'm going to go start. Which way should I go? Mountain Moo. Okay, I'm going to have to remember that. Mountain Moo. As long as Tiddly's okay with it, we'll change it to Mountain Moo. Had some lambic with people. Figured it worked with a Thursday. Ooh, nice. What lambic did you have?
Thursday Lambic.
Afternoon, everybody.
Tyson,
Whoa.
what are you doing?
Oh, my goodness.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Tyson and Frosty both finding the new 5 gifted sub norm entry there. Tyson, thank you so much for the gifted subs. That is super, super nice. Gifted subs to Onyx Majestic. Klein. Okay, that's another good one. New Age, Silver Bullet, and Eladio got a sub. That's super awesome. Antarctic Wildlife. Tyson, thank you so much for the gifted subs. That is very, very kind of you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That is very, very nice. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening, as wonderful as we are, because we're having a lot of wine at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, you found one? Lindemans from... Oh, we've had the Lindemans, haven't we, at some point? I'm sure
Somewhere,
we
yeah.
have. Yeah.
The Trader Joe's carries that.
That's
Easy
always,
to drink.
That's always a good one. That is always a good one. Do you like sour beers in general, like Frosty, like things like that? I know that one's a little on the fruitier side, but... Really enjoyed your show tonight. Well, thank you, Tyson. I appreciate it. We enjoyed
Wow.
you being here. We enjoyed
Thank you.
everybody hanging out here. That is
Absolutely.
very, very kind.
It's a sort of a different feel for us. Not that we're like super structured, but we usually do have a framework and a order that we follow. Tonight we've had to kind of stick to that, but also it's been a little more free form.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Generally not a sour beer guy, but I cannot say I have tried any that I recall. Okay. All right, we may have to have some talks about, like I said, because if you like that framboise, if you like the Lindemans, there might be some other things that we could suggest for you, but we'll have to talk about that.
It's hard at least for me.
I'm trying to make sure that I give a prop. That's why I keep going back. Cherry, pear, and apple are good too. Oh, okay. We don't do enough ciders on the show. That is definitely something else we need to hit a little bit more of. I get a lot of people asking about cider.
Afternoon, everybody.
Whoa.
Guardian down. What are you doing? Wait, how is that?
Holy shit, it's Andrew. Wow.
How is that?
Holy shit.
Guardian down, and thank you for the gifted sub to holy shit, it's Andrew. How is that actually a thing? And stop it, you've already hit a hype train. Easy. Settle down, everyone. We're just podcasting here. Hold your hype trains. Easy. Settle down.
Dun, 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 dun,
If you come across from Loon Juice Caramel Apple, I would highly see Loon Juice Caramel Apple. Oh, that sounds interesting. Is that a cider? Since I just mentioned cider, or is that something else, Frosty? Am I mixing something else? Guardian down, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Tyson, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Frosty as well, thank you for the gifted sub. Cider, okay. Limited time release in the fall. We've done some like limited time release ones that we were like barrel aged stuff. All right. Easy. All time record shatter. This is the most subs we've ever had with gifted subs in the channel. An anonymous gifter gave the ramen a tier 1 sub. Well, thank you, anonymous gifter, for the gifted sub. That is super nice.
Anonymous gifter.
Level 4 hype trade. Easy. We've already hit our max. Don't go any higher.
Afternoon, everybody.
All right. What
does
are you
that mean?
doing?
Holy crap.
What's happening, Norm?
Frosty, what the hell are you doing, dude?
I'm wearing
Settle down.
What is that?
New max? Oh my
what just
God.
happened?
Stop.
Oh my goodness.
Frosty with the 15 gifted subs. Settle down.
Do these people all participate?
These people are all now that have been in the channel before, usually at some point, and have now just like, you can just randomly like pick who you want to get, like have subs go to.
Whoa.
Settle down, level 6. Stop.
Setting a new record. Keep going. I'm just
Stop.
reading that. No, stop it. Okay.
That's what it
All
says,
right.
is to keep going. Frosty, thank you for the gifted subs. The 15 of them. Now I've got to read all of these names.
What's the 73%?
Salsapalooza. So that's toward the next level.
Wow.
So Twitch tries to kind of like keep encouraging people. They call it the scam train. They're trying to get people to encourage that. So the higher you go. All right. I can't read all these. Guardian down. Settle down.
What's the story, Norm? Thursday,
Blau, how's it going? New max. We've done it. Did I do it right? You did do it right, Frosty. You're too kind. World record, time me out. Okay, hold on. I've got to get to these. Frosty, thank you for the gifted sub to Salsapalooza. Maryland Maverick, that's awesome. He got a sub. Bacon Bits, Jackaroo, El Carne Asada, that's also super nice too. MTXB, not familiar with them. Big Wade, the Mega Super Ninja. I mean, you wouldn't want just a regular Super Ninja. Probably Mega is good. Rocket Sheepdog, Scootin'. Bashi gets a sub. Ionosaur. Ooh, Ionosaur, that's awesome. Euro. I'm just the IT guy. Okay, that took me a second. And Going Commando. That is super, super nice. That is super, super cool. Well, thank you guys so much. And Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted sub to World Record Time Me Out. I appreciate it. That is very, very kind. I'm just out here bringing podcast ideas. I know podcast ideas. People throwing in gifted subs. All right, everyone can settle down now. Easy. Got 3 minutes to relax.
The snowman holiday cheer.
Aw, Frosty, the snowman holiday cheer. See, this is what happens when you get off your strict podcast. Apparently, this is what we should be doing more often. They want a non-strict podcast schedule, I guess.
We got to go out shopping for beverages.
And to go out shopping.
Come right over here. I have to wear one of Andrew's shirts. So anyway,
they were actually, we probably have more subs if you did not wear a shirt at all.
Whoa, no, we'd lose.
I'm telling you,
the subs would rapidly disappear.
Subs would plummet.
The viewer, list would go down to, I think, 1.
The more subs that happen, the redder my face gets from embarrassment and from wine. Because I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Oh, more subs for sure. See, there you go. Okay, I got it. God damn it. No, stop.
What's the story, Norm? Thirsty guy walks in the bar. You finish it.
Just don't wear their Christmas shoes. Studio with a good callback there. That I absolutely love. Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted sub to Holy Shit, It Works. How are these actually names on Twitch that we can actually do?
Holy shit, it works.
How are these actually names? Holy shit, it works.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
The subtrain.
The subtrain, apparently. The subtrain.
Setting a new record. Keep going. No.
It keeps yelling. It keeps yelling at us.
Yeah.
Do it.
Which one? What do you like the best? Did you pick one?
None of your business.
None ya?
None of your business.
None of your business.
I agree.
Wow.
Sorry, Norm. Thirsty guy
Frosty
was
got a
in the
raise
bar.
and it's all going to us.
Stop. Frosty, keep your money to yourself. You've got monitors coming in. Frosty with a gifted sub to Give More. I can't believe these are actually usernames on Twitch. That is one of the fun things you can do is you can, if you want to do a gifted sub, you can specifically do a certain person and you can literally start typing and fill it in. And that is usually how Guardian Down finds most of his that are always entertaining. My monitor I'm setting up right now. Nice, Frosty. Congratulations on that. Finally, you got the right length of cord. And I don't mean that in any kind of dirty way at all. Oh, well, I lost my train of thought.
Now you got to drink again.
Okay. Drink.
All
All right, ask me again.
Do you have a favorite?
I think I do.
Okay.
I've gone through this many layers now. Oh, God damn it. They don't want us to finish the podcast.
Walks into a bar. You finish it.
That's what happens. Frosty gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Tiddly, no less. Tiddly, who we talked about, she is making us drink Pilk. That is who he gifted subs to her as well.
Okay.
Frosty, that is super nice.
The Pilk pusher.
Am I messing up the pod? It's fine. You were messing it up in the best way possible. It's totally fine.
But save your money.
Afternoon, everybody.
What is that? All right, settle down.
Oh, my goodness.
Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Again, Frosty, thank you for the 3 months. All right.
What's the story, Norm? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Frosty, thank you once again for the 3 months of gifted subs to Tiddly. That is absolutely awesome. Couldn't think of a better person to have some subs in here. An anonymous gifter gave Marasov's OnlyFans. Marasov is the name of a character in Destiny. And the joke is that she has an OnlyFans because everyone likes her. So thank you for that, anonymous gifter. And Guardian Down for the gifted sub to Dick Waddling Thunder. Who the hell came up with these usernames? Okay, give up. That is the best. And now tell me about this wine. Good job dodging.
How can there be somebody in here that didn't get a free sub?
I know. How is that possible that Orca did not get a sub out of all of that? Out of all the people in here, he didn't get. Just didn't happen from one of those. It's like random. It's based on like hours. I don't even know. I think it's like it's kind of silly. I love watching reactions, you guys. And the last gift name is truly the funniest mic drop. That is literally the mic drop of all mic drops. Guardian Down. Yeah, thank you, Dick Waddling Thundercoont.
Uh-oh.
Frosty, stop.
What's the story, Norm? Thirsty guy walks
74%. Setting a new record.
74%. Look what you've
To
done.
what? What are they going to do if we got that? Then what's going to happen?
So it goes to level 8. So every time they get to certain levels, there's extra emotes that they get for free and stuff like that. Not from our channel, but there's general like Twitch emotes that come out. And the higher you get in a sub train when you were in, if you have given a sub during that train, then you get those emotes.
Oh, okay.
So if you've been a part of that. Dodge this. All right. What are these?
Can we gift a sub and get to 100%?
What's the story, Norm?
I don't know if it works for us or not. I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Frosty, thank you for the gifted sub to Orca. That is super nice. Orca, you now have the gifted sub you were looking for. Frosty, that was too generous. You've already been super generous. Everyone's
Chad Thunderclock.
An anonymous gifter gave a Chad Thunderclock. Chad Thunderclock and Dick Waddling Thundercoon. How are these?
Who are these people?
On? Who are they?
Did they get...
All right, settle down.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, what's happening, Norm?
Oh, wow.
Dog eat dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
Oh, I've seen the KFD Mitch name. And there's Conan.
There's Conan.
Okay.
Diddley, how's it going? We have been talking all evening how next week we are forcing ourselves to drink all these wonderful things because of your sub. All right, settle down. Hop with the sub train.
We happy?
Are we happy?
Vincent! We happy? Yeah, we happy.
We are
happy. Tyson, thank you for the additional 5 gifted subs to I don't even know how I can say that one.
Kimchi.
Thank you. Oh my God, you got that one.
I like kimchi, maybe.
I like
that.
oh my God, it is
Little,
right. I like
little
kimchi.
Little X
Mitch,
kimchi.
Conan, Angry Panda, Ginger Queen, thank you so much. You did get a present You did get a present. Frosty is being super generous right now. Everyone needs to settle down. Yes.
So the Pilk Pusher is here?
The Pilk Pusher is here.
Good.
Yeah. So Tiddly, we've been talking all evening that it'll be happening next week. We will be doing the Pilk tasting and also the. So we've got two names. Obviously, we've talked about Mountain Dilk. And then the other one that Conan is suggesting is Mountain Moo.
Mountain Moo.
Because he thinks Mountain Dilk sounds a little too dirty.
Yeah. Mountain Moo.
So we haven't decided yet what we're going to go with.
Moo.
But that'll be next week. We will do an official podcast. I didn't invent Mountain Dilk. No, you did not. That was Llama, I think, came up with that, which unfortunately was pretty frightening.
Twitch Mobile cut me off.
Twitch Mobile cut me off. You're done. You get the benefits of the
Stop.
subs I couldn't gift today. Frosty, I appreciate that. And Tiddly, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad. So I had to dip out a little early. What was your final? Where did you finally get to, Tiddly? I did not get to see. Where was it? Do you think it will curdle? I don't know. Do you think milk will curdle in soda if we don't drink it quick enough?
I don't think
Is
so.
it's not gonna like. It's not like what's the thing we've done? The Irish car bomb.
Oh, yeah. No, it won't be
That used to curdle.
Oh.
That curdled in my
But
stomach.
we could take that and then
What
drop the Bailey's in there. And then
We're dropping a shot. 1,100? That's fantastic. Let's go. That's awesome. I am super happy for that. Thank you guys for this amazing sub train. You can all stop. We need to finish deciding about this wine here.
Yes.
It's never going to be answered. The question everyone cares about. See, now Tilly won't be without beverages for 3 months. That's true. Pilk was so tasty, but see, she actually liked it, which is from the article. So I found
I can see that being good. I've never tried it. Having been at Laverne and
You
Shirley,
will, though.
watch. I will next week. Watch Laverne and Shirley when it was on back in the 70s. I know what Milk and Pepsi is. We're gonna try it
because that's actually where it started. I don't know if you know that it actually started on Laverne and Shirley.
Give us any chance, we'll take it. Read us any rule, we'll break it. Gonna make this Pilk dream come true.
Doing it our way.
Doing it our way.
Doing it the beverage way.
Our way.
It's delicious. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I think the trick is 90. So that was what I was going to ask. What did you do? Oh, and since you're here, was it whole milk? Was it 2%? Was it oat milk?
Was it oat milk?
What was it? What milk did you use? You drank it also when you were a
I do
kid?
remember
All right.
Pocket saying that. Okay. All right. She would have a big K on her shirt as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the L.
Yeah.
The Laverne L.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew Citrus I'm not sure about, but that was the disgusting one that I was willing to do to help out whatever I could. Was it actually almond milk?
Yes.
I did skim because I am a little lactose intolerant. You mentioned that earlier. You said you're like, what if people are lactose intolerant?
True.
You mentioned that exact same thing.
Okay,
Wow,
so
skim milk.
No, we can go more than.
Can we go whole milk? Yeah. Can we go 2% or whole?
2% or whole.
Okay,
all right. We can do that. Yeah.
I got almond too. Did you try almond in the Pepsi? Because actually, you bought from Trader Joe's. You bought the almond milk that was eggnog.
Oh, the onog.
The onog.
Onog.
Okay, you didn't try the almond though. Okay. Okay, Laverne said milk and Pepsi, not Pepsi and milk. That would be milp. Milp. Time to put the sea demons to bed. Have a good night. Guardian down. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate it.
Yes. Wow. Thank you.
45 seconds left on the sub train. You guys can just let that run out, and then we can get back to actually telling you which wine we like the best.
Okay, so 3-1 Pepsi and milk is what Pocket is saying.
75.
Oh, she actually, back as a kid, she was messing with the formula.
Guardian down. One more 100 bits.
We happy? Vincent. We happy? Yeah, we happy.
You have 18 seconds to further derail further derail the podcast if you choose to, Frosty. But
less milk. Okay.
I did less milk because tummy. Okay, because I saw you pour the Pepsi and then you kind of did like this little splash thing. Okay, the hype train is done. It's over. That was the most amazing hype train in About Beverages history. That was literally the most. Thank you guys
and
so
on
much.
This evening of, not the way we usually do it. Okay, that's good.
Choo choo. Woo woo. Choo choo. Yeah, exactly. You received a level 7 hype train emote. That's crazy. But it was like so that was what we talked about. When you initially said it, I was like in my mind, I was like, well, this one doesn't seem that bad. And then all of a sudden when the Mountain Dew thing came in, I was like, well, I'll do that if that helps get to, some goals and whatnot. Then I was like, oh my God, I have to drink Mountain Dew and milk because that does actually sound gross. Did you have Mountain Dew? Liv did Mountain Dew, I know, at some point. Root beer floats are great. I'm not a huge root beer float fan.
I like the root beer float.
Do you? Okay, so you
Haven't had
probably
it in
like
a
it
while,
more than
but
I
yeah,
was.
yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Okay.
So you're saying we need to try almond milk as well in that?
No, we don't
I
have
actually
to.
have almond milk.
We don't have to.
We always have it. Is it Silk?
No, I could do
Is Silk
regular.
almond milk?
They do others, and Silk is soy as well.
Oh, is that why I felt a little more kind of weepy? No, I don't know. It doesn't float your boat? Oh my God. Wait, where is it? Why do I not have it? There we go. Soy bleh. Oh, no soy then. No soy options.
Soy bleh. Which one was your favorite?
Worst show ever.
Worst show ever. Wow.
Go put your kids to bed. We already did.
Yeah, I thought he was leaving.
He's like typing as he's walking away.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you have a favorite?
I think I do.
And
I would honestly say I think the Moss Rocks Zinfandel, that one is my favorite.
that's the second one.
That is the second one. That is the tier 2. That is the $24 Zinfandel. I think was absolutely, like I said, my favorite. It was close. I think they are all, like, every time I went back and kind of went back through, tried all different things, tried the OZV, tried the Moss Rocks, tried the 1906. They were all like, oh, this one's good. Like, I would like different things out of each of them. So they are all, I think, wonderful things to taste, to try if you've never had them before. But if I would, like, if you were said, okay, you've tried all these, what's the one you want to buy a bottle of? Or I think I would actually grab the Moss Rock. That'd be the one I would pick. OZV being like, and the, like I said, the upper tier one kind of being close, but for different reasons. But the Moss Rocks is the one I would pick. How about yourself?
I tried them numerous times. Couldn't make a decision. Ultimately, though, if I am going to pick one, I agree with you. I'm going to pick the Moss Rocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was the one I thought. I kept thinking, oh, I'm going to pick the expensive one. And I was like, no. And I thought, no, I'm going to pick this one because this one smells like Zinfandel. No. And then I was like, I went back and forth. And then there was something about that. I don't know if it's the alcohol heat that brings out a little something. I don't know what it is, but that is the one that, I would pick. Would be the middle one.
So then the question is based on, like I said, again, we are going by the website at Oak Ridge Winery. Like I said, you might be able to find these a little bit cheaper depending on if you're out in the wild. Definitely for sure. The first two, I have seen them at other websites a little bit cheaper, but based on those. So the first one was 15, the second one 24, the last one 32. Do you think the jump from the OZV, which we had liked previously on a podcast, is that a $9? Like, that's kind of what we talk about. Like, so if we start talking about dollars, would you go like, both of those are on the shelf. You're like, ooh, I'm going to spend the extra $9 to get that one.
I would spend the extra $9 to get that one if I'm taking it somewhere. If it's just for me, especially since I can get this one at, oh God, I got it. It was close. Especially since I can get this one at Trader Joe's.
Right.
For $9.50.
Right.
I would buy that one. But because and they are all so close. So distinctly different. Yeah, and I like them for different reasons. But yeah, if I'm going to take this Zinfandel over to a dinner party that I'm going to, then I would grab the Moss Rocks.
Yeah, so I would kind of agree on the same thing. Like, I think it's one of those things where you almost talk about, and I know this again sounds a little odd, but like I said, if you're talking the daily drinker, something that you're going to have on a more consistent basis, it's probably still the OZV.
Yeah.
But then for me, of the other two, what becomes the like, special, like, what do we have? Hey, should we open that one tonight? Like that kind of thing. Yeah. I think the Moss Rocks is the one that definitely hits. Like, again, all from this winery. And what's really neat, and again, you might be able to tell this even if it was different wineries, but I feel there was an amazing thread between all three of them. Like I said, we definitely got similar notes, similar flavors that made me like kind of recall back to the other ones. And then it was just like what kind of subtle differences between the oak aging, between the slightly different blends kind of came out. And that was the one that really, to me, this one is, I don't know, that one feels like the most like just like a really good Zinfandel. Like I said, the body there, the way it kind of builds on it. So I agree. That one was quite delicious. Let's see if I can find all the buttons. All the buttons. And that wraps up this amazingly, probably a little bit longer podcast than normal, a little bit more haphazard, a little bit more strange, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is something we've been wanting to do for several years now. We've talked about it. And thankfully, like I said, some wonderful, wonderful friends provided two of the bottles that we were not able to obtain. Like I said, for this podcast has been super, super amazing. If you want to find any of the other things that we've ever done, you can go to AboutBeverages.com. You can also also obviously always go to YouTube as another place to watch any of our videos. And if you only want the audio stuff, which is super cool, we appreciate that as well. Like I said, iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcast, all of those things, just download and, all the things that you can normally do. You can find them. Search for About Beverages. That's kind of the way you find things. And when those things pop up, there's some other things that pop up too, right?
The 3 pillars of social media.
Some social media things. That's true as well.
Which for us are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to keep you up to date on what's going on at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening, when even though we were going to be late, I tweeted that we would soon be going live at About Beverages at twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings, 5:30 Mountain,
4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern,
yeah, give or take. Like I said, and we'll keep you updated if it's going to be later. And that's when we get together, we hang out, we try some beverages, have some fun, talk about whatever happens to pop into our minds, and also throughout the week, Andrew's going to let you know what he's going to be doing in the gaming world. We'll keep you up to date on that and what he's going to be drinking while he is doing it. So for all the latest and all the up-to-date news, follow us on Twitter.
But, as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a multi-tiered shot.
That sounds also pretty dirty.
Oh, God.
Almost as dirty as Pilk.
You should give us I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I kept going back between like all of them, and I was like,
it's
like,
tough.
Oh man, is it this one?
Tough
Is it
call.
yeah, I was definitely going back through all 3 of them, and it was like, which one of these is the best? And yeah,
did you see Jay up there?
Moss Rocks is my favorite too. Okay,
there
all
we go.
right. Would any of these work with, say, elk? All 3 of them would work with elk, probably. I don't know. I have not gotten to get any yet. But like I said, I think all 3 of these, like I said, any kind of like, honestly, that was some of what I was thinking. Like I said, I was thinking about like, what kind of cut of, if you were going to have a steak or something like that, or a burger, what would you put this with? I know, like I said, you're not, like I said, you've kind of done a little bit less than meat. Like what kind of different things would you put it with?
Zins to me are always good burger. I know Zen burger.
This might actually be a little more bison. Again, I have not had elk in so long, unless it was elk jerky, like I said, but bison, like I said, definitely probably the OZV or the Moss Rocks would work great with. I think maybe if you were going like, bigger cut of steak, maybe that's when you'd kind of upgrade to the other one a little bit. But
you could, this would even, Zin is a good pizza wine usually too. I mean, it just depends on what kind of pizza you're having, but
it better be the best pizza if having some. Yeah, no, I like I said, these were
quite tasty.
So
yes,
good.
thank you very much, HJ. That was very generous of you to provide the bulk of what we have here. So
yeah, very much so. Yeah,
and the harder to acquire portion. So
yeah, I have not looked at it like
had
actually
to travel.
shipping these. I know they traveled long and far.
I wonder if you can get these at. I mean, it's like Total Wine carry these, or
I honestly don't know. I could actually type that in and see if they have any of that kind of. Like I said, I know they have some of their other lines of things. I don't think that's actually what I.
3 Wood. What is that?
It's
3
another
Wood
song by
Auchentasson 3 Wood.
What was the other one? I don't know what they're searching for right now. That's Freewood, actually by Leonard Skinner.
Oh, Free Bird.
Wine.com has it for 20. I don't know what wine.com is. Can I just buy from there?
Okay, but nothing. All right.
Oh, here we go. They have ancient vines. This one is old vine. So I've seen ancient vines listed as well. So I don't know what the difference is between those two.
Was that what we had?
No, we had old vine. We had Old Vine Reserve.
Okay.
Like I said, but yeah, Ancient Vines is different because I remember I was looking for graphics. I saw that one pop up. But that one is kind of similar, like price point-ish. Huh.
Well, usually this time of the show, we discuss what we're going to be doing next week. And it's like, what are we going to be doing next week? But we know.
We actually
already know
what we're doing next week, right?
It's going to be malt liquor.
So tell them about the malt liquor, though. Like I said, we've kind of been like throwing it off.
It's a local brewery actually does an award-winning malt liquor that a friend of the show, Fitz, gave me not a growler, but it's a pretty big size.
It's like a
bottle
32
of
ounce
it.
something.
Yeah, of that to bring. So we'll open with that, and then we'll go right into Pilk and Mountain Moo or Mountain
Dilk.
Okay.
I think we need to start pushing Mountain Moo. I also agree with that. But yeah, so that is what we will be doing next week. That'll be the last show probably. Well, no, we'll probably get one more, I guess, before the year ends. I guess anything, you have anything?
Possibly. Yeah, we should, I think. Yeah.
Ahoy, both Bevs, and nothing like a good Andrew and Keith show. Dogboy, it is good to see you for a few moments.
If you just joined us, yes, you missed a good one.
If you just joined us, you missed a good one.
Very...
Where can they find
unstructured,
that archive?
but you could certainly find that archive next, Tuesday? Wednesday?
Tuesday.
On YouTube.
That's right.
You can scrub through, just get the good parts, the parts where you see us going like this. The laughter.
That'll be the thumbnail that I'll have is just like, or actually it'll probably be you like almost spilling a bottle of wine.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. Good to see you though, Dogboy. So
Yes.
for my steak needs, I now have an answer. Can I find that on the YouTubes or any other beverages? Oh my gosh, I know. Shockingly, yes. Next Tuesday and any Tuesday, you can obviously find the archive of our previous podcast. Will be up there, the whole thing. And then, like I said, the following Thursday, there will be some sort of edited down version of all of this cobbled together of these three wines.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, Dogboy. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, Zinfandel, like I said, in general is always great for steaks and like meat and that kind of thing. Frosty, I would definitely say. Cab, a lot of people talk about. I like Pinot Noir too, but that one kind of needs to definitely be with a lighter kind of cut of meat.
I would
like
say
said.
especially the two more expensive would be better with the red meat, just because they have a little bit more depth to them. They're not just as much fruit. There's some other stuff going on in there. So those would both work.
Would 100% agree.
Yep.
So next week, malt liquor from
Yes.
a local brewery, and then thanks to incentives that were that we chimed in on Tidley's channel for her helping out do some wonderful charity work for a local no-kill animal shelter, which is something we always are more than happy to support. We'll be doing a podcast about Dilk, Mountain Dilk, and Pilk.
Yes.
God, I hate it here. Absolutely hate it here. All right, well, we're going to call it for today. We're going to go say hi to Jav, who is doing some raids and stuff. If you guys don't know Jav, I would be absolutely shocked because we raid him quite often. He's another wonderful supporter of this channel, another amazing person that plays a ton of Destiny. Too much Destiny, but so much Destiny, though, that he is always helping out other people in the community, doing a lot of wonderful things, whether it's, like I said, looking for new exotics, helping people throughout the new dungeons, all that kind of stuff. So let's go say hi to him. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. And we will see you next week, right? With
Yes.
with all the horror that is to follow, correct?
That's right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening, and have a good night.
No idea who Jav is. You've never heard of him? Well, then follow when we get there.